So what is going on, people, and welcome to episode 3 of the Sheffield Wednesday career mode here on EAFC 24. I hope you are doing well. I definitely didn't have to redo that intro, whereas I said Sheffield United career mode. That didn't go down very well. But never you mind, I hope you're well. I hope things are going well for you this fine day. And yeah, it's been a good start to this career mode for us. If we have a quick look at actually, if I can press the right buttons, the league, 4 games, sat atop, 10 points, 3 wins and a draw. A point clear of West Brom, Stoke and Coventry. But obviously at this stage of the season, you know, the table is kind of pointless. But there we go. So if we have a look at the calendar then, this is what we have coming up in today's game. We have 3 games before the deadline. Blackburn away in the league, Newport at home in the cup, and then Rotherham at home in the league. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play Blackburn, play Rotherham, I'll sim Newport, we'll have the deadline, then I'll see how long this video's been going, and we'll make a decision there. So we'll have at least 2 played games today, and the cup game against Newport. A long break before the transfer deadline, at which we are looking to sign a winger, and we are just waiting for some final scout reports, easy for me to say, to come through, and then hopefully we will have a signing to be made. But that's, I think, everything. Actually, I want to just check. Yeah, Ugbo 6 goals, Smith 5 goals to start the season. We have been. Apparently we'll enter hard again. Yeah, we have been pretty prolific to start this season. It is match day away at Blackburn, but the squad is pretty tired, as you can see, so I think a lot of changes will have to be made. So Blackburn sit bottom of the championship table as it stands. Looks like they've, well, had 1 point from their opening 4 games, and this is their expected lineup in a standard playing style or tactical vision. Wallstedt in goal, Rankin, Costello, O'Riordan, Wharton and Pickering at the back. Hedges, Tronstadt, Garrett and Dolan across the midfield, with Sammy Schmolix in behind Maguire, I think that says. But yeah, so top against bottom, we should be relatively comfortable. I'm not going to do the training, but let me go and sort out the team. Right, well, a much changed team after going through the fitness. I think 9 players, maybe 8, needed changing. So we're going to go back to the 4-2-3-1. Smith is going to lead the line. Windass on the right, Wilkes on the left, and Hall through the middle. I was just thinking, can Windass play on the left? Not really. I was just thinking I might, you know, because his right foot, have them cut in. Either way. Volks and Hendrick in the middle. Pedersen retains his spot. Diaby, Orfer and Palmer all come in, and Dawson is there as well. So, yeah, a number of changes. I've just noticed the kits, actually. So, we are going to... So, I realised this is actually grey, not white. My eyesight is not great. So, we'll go with this. Hopefully, there's not too much of a kit clash. But as is the way, yeah, we seem to be struggling with fitness. Maybe that's a thing of I need to change these guys' sort of training plans and focus more on fitness. But yeah, I suppose it's good for rotation. It rotates a hell of a lot more than I normally would. But yeah, either way. We'll skip this ahead. It's a shame they don't have the cutscenes anymore for like the lineups and stuff like that. This isn't too bad actually kit wise. But yeah, so a number of players getting an opportunity today, and hopefully they will take it all. Although we still have one of our focal points up top being Michael Smith, of course. But Ugbo was really struggling for fitness. As folks, we'll get this back out to Palmer, and nice ball up for Windass. Hedges has been their best player so far in this game. Just can't get near him. Thankfully, that pass isn't great. But bam, Diaby's been robbed. And Maguire is a good save from Dawson. Diaby had just fallen asleep when he got the ball there. Oh, we need to get this one away. And Windass does exactly that. But we need to get someone out to the man on the edge. Has the strike, thankfully. Straight down the throat of Cameron Dawson. But we just can't get anything going against this Black... Again, just been robbed of the ball. Volk's trying to get a toe in, but it just can't get anywhere. And Maguire's in again, and Maguire has scored. And it's no less than Blackburn deserve. We've been so sloppy, but just can't get near the ball. And Maguire's has played in. Dawson arguably could be doing better. It looks like it's quite near him. But Duncan Maguire has put Blackburn in front. And as I said, it's more than deserved. We've been awful to start. And that just goes to prove it. Pass from Jeff Hendrick there was terrible. And Hedges, who's arguably been their best player, he's just done him again here. And Maguire has made it too. Straight from kickoff. Just falling asleep. I just can't deal with Hedges. Maguire is putting himself in really good position. Sorry for skipping that. I'm starting to get frustrated. And 2 goals in 4 minutes. Oh. They come forward again here, Blackburn. And they're in again. Rankin Costello this time, the right back, has got himself forward. And he's done Pedersen and Hendrick, thankfully. Jeff, what are you doing, man? Oh. Jeff Hendrick has been awful in this game. So making a double change there, Michael Smith is coming off, as is Christian Pedersen. And we're bringing on Mashaba, pushing Windass up top. And Reece James is coming on for Pedersen, straight swap at left back. We'll have a strike from Volks. Oh, well. Will Volks is capable of quite the strike, isn't he?
Well, here it is again, and wow, just take a look at this. He's absolutely nailed this one. What a strike that is from distance.
I had no idea what to say after that. Well, is it potentially game on? We'll just get this one away with Dawson, but I think we're not going to have time to get an equaliser. We might... Oh, okay. Red card. Interesting. Hayden Carter, I think who's not long come on, has received a straight red. But if that had come a lot earlier in the game, things might have panned out a little different there. Valentin's in behind. We'll have a... So you have a shot with your right back on his left foot. Yeah, if that red card had come a lot earlier, could have really changed this game. But as it is, Blackburn's still very comfortable in their win. Their attacking play has been sensational. Not been able to deal with it at all. And their win is fully deserved. I can have no complaints whatsoever. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate that. But we were destined to lose at some point. It was never going to last forever, this run. But, yeah, hopefully we can get back to winning ways against Newport in the Cup. Right, so we have a number of wingers then on our transfer hub. And there's some familiar names. Certainly this man, of course, who we had last year at Peterborough. And he served us very well. And his rating would suggest he would come in as our best player on paper. But we are going to avoid Osman Bakari. But just to go through some names. Chris Willick at QPR, Bakari, of course. Danny Quepo from Sporting Chicken Goujon is there, 21. Waldo from Tenerife is there. He's got some good physicals. Jesserin Raksaki from Palace is a great name and some good physicals as well. Jasper Espria, of course, has got some very good potential. Marko Pasalic, free agent from Croatia. Again, can play on both sides. Andres Garcia, Levante, Joaquin from Huesca. It's actually Raksaki that I'm going to go for, but I'm going to try and get him in on loan because I don't know how much he costs. He's within transfer budget, but it's kind of a lot of our transfer budget. Wages are quite steep as well. I'm going to approach to loan him, hopefully, if they are willing to. No. Right, well, in that case, I need to decide who I'm going to go for. Well, after having a think, I think what I am going to do is go for Jasper Espria, sorry. I've never managed this guy on FIFA or indeed Football Manager, but he has got a lot of potential, I know that, quite exciting. The fact he can play, I mean, he'd be able to play either wing, but also in the middle is a good trait to have as well. He's got a little bit of something about him in terms of pace-wise. Physically, physically he's got a bit of something about it. Technically not the best, but obviously only at 19 we can hopefully work on that. So yeah, gonna go for Yasser Asprilla, I think, just someone a little bit different that I've never used before. Valued at 2.4, reckon we might be able to get him at 2.5, maximum 3.1. We have got about 5 million in the bank, so we'll offer what he's worth straight up. See what they say. They want to sell on clause of 1%. That is absolutely fine. Very good. Well, let's see what he wants then in terms of wages. He wants important. He probably... Would he come in and start? I'm trying to think. He probably would, actually. I'll accept important. He can have that. He wants a 5-year deal. He can have a 5-year deal at 19. And no release clause. Absolutely fine. And he wants, wow, 4.5 grand a week. We will remove the bonus. He'll probably bump up his wage. Just over 5 grand a week. He's taking a pay cut from Watford, which is mental. But second signing of the season done. And it is Yasser Asprilla in the van. And well, we've seen this cutscene already, so I don't necessarily want to watch it again. But yeah, what a signing. 2.4 million, Yasser Asprilla. Welcome to Sheffield Wednesday. So, we have adjusted things. Asprilla is in the starting lineup now. He's been given the number 28. We put him on that left-hand side. And I've made a couple of, well, actually, just one other change. I've actually brought Bambo Diaby into the starting lineup ahead of Hickory now. And we're just going to see how that goes. Have Diaby, partner Bernard. I just want to see how things go. But that's what our starting lineup is going to look like in the future games. We're now going to see if we can maybe... We haven't got too much money left. We've only got a couple of million. Going to see if we can find a good goalkeeper on the cheap. I like Cameron Dawson. He's played pretty well this season so far, but he is one of our lower rated players. And we've had a bid for Oyolfa from Hull. 750. They're only going to pay 820, so that's a no from me. We also had a bid for Hickory from Cremonense, which I turned down. And I've also I've put Callum Patterson up for loan as well, just because I don't think we want to lose him completely. Because we just, we've got likes of Pervader and Ugbo out on loan, as well as Gassama and stuff. So just for a little bit of, Pervader and Ugbo in on loan. I don't know why I said Gassama. So they'll be going back. So then if we retain Patterson, who's on he's got a contract lasting longer than a year, at least we know we'll have some depth in that position next season. So Patterson hopefully will get a loan move for his sake. So this is the predicted lineup for Newport County then in a 5-3-2 standard tactical vision. Townsend in goal, Bright and Lewis at wing backs, Delaney, Clark and Seabury in the middle, Bennett, Wildig and Charsley in the midfield, with Bogle and Evans up top for them. And well, this is how we line up a rotated side. Beadle in goal, a back four of Palmer, Aorfa, Hickory and James, Volks and Hendrick in the middle of midfield, Wilkes on the right, Masaba on the left, Hall in behind, Ugbo up top. If we quick sim this one, hopefully we will progress into the next round, and it's on penalties again against lowly opposition. We've dominated the game but somehow not won it. Hendrick it was who scored for us, Bogle giving them the equaliser, and we've just scraped through on pens. Not the greatest penalty shootout you ever see, but thankfully we are through once again, and we breathe a sigh of relief. And well, that loan bid has come in for Callum Patterson from Valladolid, but it is a loan to buy. We will just delegate it as a 1-year loan. But we are on game day against Rotherham, and I imagine we're going to have a lot of tired players. Oh, actually, okay, because of the rotation, not too bad. So this is Rotherham's predicted lineup then for this game. They're going to be using a kick and rush tactical vision, but this is the lineup. So Phillips in goal, Ayala, Hall and Adolphin at the back, Sariki and Ferguson at wing backs, Cafu, Lindsay and Klukas in the middle, Nombe and Wyke up top. I'm just thinking, Charlie, have they signed Charlie Wyke in this game? Interesting. But yeah, we'll be using the kick and rush. I've had a mixed start to this season. Currently in 16th. We can actually do a press conference, which we might do because the morale is down at content. I'm not too sure why. I don't know why Aspria's not happy. Is Aspria ready to make an impact? Yeah, he'll definitely make a difference. He's come in to start for a reason. We're excited to see what he can do in this opening game. Your boys ready for the game? We'll play the game, not the occasion. Of course, it is a big game. Bit of a Yorkshire derby, so there will be a bit of spice to it, you'd think. Are you looking to sign anybody? I'm going to say we do need a stronger squad. I think there's maybe keeper is the last area that we need to improve on. But again, I'm kind of happy with Dawson and Beadle to start with. So it'll be interesting. I don't think we're going to have enough time to scout enough players to maybe make a decision. So we might not make any more signings between now and the end of the window, in all honesty. Rotherham could probably wear they can wear their home kit. That's not a problem. And obviously I need to go and make that change. EK Ugbo. God, we got some tired boys out there. Well, I'm going to try something a little bit different today. And I'm playing Liam Palmer in the centre of midfield because in the game against Blackburn, I really thought his tackling and his energy was really good. He can play CDM, so I'm going to partner him alongside Diaby. I've pushed Bannon up because we need to take out Ugbo, so push Bannon to 10. Windass is now up top. But yeah, seeing how Liam Palmer gets on in this CDM role is going to be interesting. Because like I said, it was his energy, his tackling that I really enjoyed when he played last time. Can he bring that in a game in a completely different position for him? They've got the ball in the area, and it's, well, between them, they've done exceptionally well there, Diaby and Pedersen. Oh, and now we've lost it. And Palmer just about gets away with this one. And go. Windass. You are set on running behind. But it's Aspria who's making the run. Yasser Aspria will have the strike. Oh, Windass. Oh, it's a great block. Oh, unbelievable block on the line there from the Rotherham defender. I didn't quite see who it was. Now it's Poveda trying to get through the gap. Oh, but it's just too tight. Bannon collects the ball. That's a foul, but we'll carry on. It's Liam Palmer. And that'll be a foul as well. Apparently not. Apparently he's won the ball there, despite the ball didn't change direction when he came in to tackle. But there you go. And we've actually got a man stayed down here. But don't go. Oh, you're joking. Oh, and it's Liam Palmer who's injured as well. We win the ball back in a great position. And that's when... well, I think the experiment is over. And we just go back to... the way things should be. Unfortunately for Liam Palmer, hopefully that's not too long-term injury, but it did look like he was sort of holding his knee, so... Oh, Diaby's messed that one up completely. And Bernard needs to get there, and he's been shrugged off. And thankfully for us, Nombe's shot. I don't know if it's Nom or Nombi or whatever, but his shot was just wide of the post, but shrugged off far too easily there. Aspria's in again here. Little dink towards the far stick maybe. Michael Smith. And that was as easy as you like. Jasper Aspria has been superb so far in this first half. Constantly wanting to get in behind. Causing problems. A little dink. And Smith, they say, head it back where it came from. And well, I was a little bit worried that he was going to head it straight at the keeper. But luckily, the power too much from too close a distance for the keeper to react. And Michael Smith, the substitute, will probably be a little bit miffed that he didn't get the start today, as Ugbo was the one to drop out. But he's come off the bench, and he has grabbed the goal. Oh my word, Poveda's just gone flying there. And there goes the half-time whistle. Derek Ray at half-time saying that Yasser Aspria has been the main man, and you can't help but agree. Very good first half performance. And Diaby does really well. Just out-muscles his man, and we'll find Bannon in the middle. Smith. Windass has made the run, and it's Aspria, actually, who could be set free. Yasser Aspria from the edge. Oh, just whistles past the post. That really would have topped off his performance if he'd have managed to find the score sheet. Second goal looks like it's coming. And Rotherham just turning the screw now. And yeah, they're in behind. And there's a man free here. And it's an equaliser for Rotherham. And Nombi is the man who scored it. And, well, these last few minutes, they've just turned it up a notch. But just again, centre-back positioning not at its strongest. And it's a simple finish with Nombi. Not really a lot Dawson can do. And, well, pressure on now. Been pegged back. Can we go on and find a winner? This 5 at the back is proving very difficult to break down. Smith now. Need that extra runner. It's Josh Windass. He found the man. Josh Windass to Barry Bannon. Bannon! Oh, it's an unbelievable block at the back from Ayala, I think. Can we find Michael Smith? It's Windass with the corner. Oh, it's towards Smith. And it's Bannon. Oh, and again, it's a good block in there. And they just get it away, Rotherham. Oh, the Arby's misjudged that horribly. And now Nom is in behind. And Bernard trying to recover. They've got men in here. Bambo Diaby has got a lot to answer for there. How he's misjudged that, I have no idea. And Bernard has just run straight past him, not even made an attempt at a tackle. And from looking very comfortable against Rotherham, we've thrown this one away. Aspria, can he provide something in these final moments? He may well have done, you know. Yasser Aspria, he found his man. Get in there! Yasser Aspria, we played overtime. The Rotherham manager and the faithful will not be happy. But Yasser Aspria single-handedly has, well, rescued us a point. Obviously, it's Smith who scored. But the play from Aspria to see the space. And I had to sweaty that. He got into a good position with Aspria. But as soon as Smith was there available, you had to sweaty that. And just a little pass into the corner. Aspria, absolutely superb. And we've done it again, just like we did against Cardiff with the last kick of the game. We have rescued a point at home. And well, that's breathless. But at the same time, my word. Lucky, very lucky, let's say. But we've got a bit of a gap to Stoke now. But we have got deadline day coming up. And Palmer's out for 2 months with a dislocated shoulder, which is not ideal. And here we go then. It's just ticked over into deadline day. And Callum Patterson has his bag packed. He is going to head out to Valladolid on loan for a year. Be interesting to see. I can't imagine him growing, to be honest. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. And now, of course, we do tick over to deadline day. Did I just see Ashraf Hakimi? He's gone to Roma for 54 million. Okay. An offer from Genk for Ia Hikwi. And again, it's just 860 they've offered. He's worth 850. Even though he's now dropped out of the starting line. Well, actually, after what Diaby did in the last game, he might not have dropped out of the starting lineup. But even still, I'd want over $1 million for him, so it's a no from me. And there we go. Deadline day is finito. If we have a look, is that all clubs? That is all clubs. Let's just have a quick look at some of the bigger deals that have gone through in this window. So, wow, the biggest deal, Trent to Real for 90 million. Jeez. Gavi to Juve, 74 million. Berardi to Leipzig, 59. Lorenzo to Liverpool. That's their Trent replacement. 58 million. Nuno Mendes to Arsenal, 54. Hakimi to Roma for 54. Alejandro Balde to PSG, 54. So that's their Nuno Mendes replacement. Sorted. Oyarzabal to Liverpool, 53. John Stones to Leverkusen, 53. Nico Williams to Bayern, 52. Gabriel to PSG for 50. Garcia, I'm not too sure who that is. From Girona to Chelsea, 48. Upamecano to Atleti, 47. Reece James to Napoli, 47. Canate to Napoli, 45. Morata to AC Milan, 44. Immobile to Real, 42. Gnabry to Inter. Partey to Bayern, 41. Jimenez to Bayern. Schick to United. Moreno to Villa. I didn't realise Joe Moreno's 31 now. Chan to Napoli. Elise to AC Milan. Zelensky to Chelsea. Tammy to Villarreal. Semican to Bilbao. Kimpembe to Liverpool. Bowen to Atalanta. Rafa to Leverkusen. Iñaki Williams. He's 29 now, Iñaki Williams. Bloody hell. That makes me feel old. I remember when he burst onto the scene. Chelsea. Thomas Lemar. Wolfsburg. Kalulu. Fiorentina. Ferland Mendy. That's quite cheap for Ferland Mendy, actually. So Acuna to Spurs. So yeah, Ivan Toney. Callum Wilson there. Carvajal. Makoko to United. So yeah, Harvey Elliott to PSG. Well, there you go. Right, we have been recording at this point for an hour and 17 minutes. So I think it's safe to say we should probably call that video there. Let's just have a quick look at our youth. Poli is still there. Smith up by 1. Velasco. I changed this guy. He originally came through as a left back, but actually had the better attributes to be a left winger. And he went up by 8 points. So gonna keep training him in that. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get some good growth out of these guys. But let's end the episode there then as we close the transfer window. 2 incomings for us. We've sold 2 players, of course, transfer listed wise, but we haven't lost anyone that we wanted to keep, which is the important thing. But if we have a look then at the championship table as we close off the month of August, we have slipped down to 5th. 3 wins now, 2 draws and a defeat. Not the best episode today, it must be said. In the 2 play games that we had, we lost convincingly at Blackburn and rescued a point against Rotherham. So 2 points off Leeds now. There are still a couple of unbeaten sides in there, but we're still scoring. Looks like we scored the most goals, but we are conceding far more than teams around us. So that is obviously always been our issue on FIFA. But as long as we score more than the opposition on most occasions, we should be okay. As you can see there, we have got Stoke next in the league, and and we've got another decent cup tie, you know. So next episode then we will have, I think, 3 games. We will start with Stoke away, then we will play Coventry at home, and then we've got a bit of a break, and then we will finish the episode with a game at Ellen Road against Leeds. That surely will be a tasty one. But guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, then by all means please pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.